Hey guys, it's your boy M.K.S here, back in another video. I look back at some of my previous videos and it looks like, I mean, my laptop was saying I was having a problem with the connection, so I don't know if it cut off like part of my video, so I didn't actually edit it, but it seems to have edited itself, so I don't know if that happened, but which is a bit of an annoying thing because I sort of wasted that time talking and some problem with my connection. I keep saying I've got a problem with my connection now, so I hope you get this full video. But yeah, I don't know if it's my internet connection, ISP provider, or internet service provider, or whatever. But anyway, sorry if I'm waffling. I just thought before I go to sleep, I feel a bit restless, so I struggle to sleep at night, and then I struggle to wake up in the morning. So I thought I'd make a video as just for a bit of fun about some of my dreams of football, as I often talk about. And I have this. I know I mentioned it before, but I have a very strange sort of dream when it comes to football. Many strange dreams, as many things about me are strange, admittedly. But where most football fans support like one team, like normally Inter Milan fans sort of at least dislike or even hate AC Milan fans, and vice versa. Some would probably even like to see the other go bust, perhaps even. But I think it would be good for Italian football, and as I support Italian football generally, generally speaking, it would be good to see many strong teams in Serie A, and I thought it'd be great to see, especially the two Milanese teams do well. As I mentioned before in my previous videos, like it would be great to see the new Milanese, if I pronounce that right, Milanese councillor support football development, like through academies and things like that for young people, and creating more parks and spaces for young Milanese people to play football, and maybe even like bringing in like new migrants who come into the country, to like give them a space with football. But yeah, I thought I'd share this video about how the initial thought of this video is like who I would love to own or co-own Inter Milan. So I'd love to see loads of co-owners, and maybe even they could be like Milanese politicians, councillors, or people like that, and also even local Milanese people. Inter Milan fans could perhaps put money into their club, like fans. It would be interesting to see famous fans or fans with a bit of money, or even fans who don't have a huge amount of money, but could put like a tenner or the equivalent of a tenner or a fiver or whatever into their local club, the club they support, or whatever. So the club could use that to develop young players, or they could use players, or whatever costs a club incurs, or whatever costs a club needs to spend. And also some could go to charity as well of that money, like 10% go to charity, 10% for youth development, 10% on buying new players, and again a further 10% could go on to whatever costs a club needs, and then maybe 60% or so, 60 to 70% could go towards the owners, like the shareholders and people like that. But it would be great to see Inter Milan fans put money into their club, like to buy better players. And I think if the money was, it'd be interesting to ask people like Inter Milan fans, how much money would you be prepared to put into your favourite club if it meant they were going to buy players and develop youth and make the club better, and potentially, hopefully, at least work towards winning trophies. Obviously, there's no guarantee, but have a good chance to win at least a few trophies, and then preferably even higher level trophies like the Champions League and the World Club Cup and things like that. So yeah, I think it'd be great to hear that, especially hear what their reply would be like, especially famous fans and people or wealthy fans. But anyway, so I'll try and get to the point. I think it'd be great to see Sunning, who owns Inter Milan, like maybe they could keep 1 to 10% of the company of Inter Milan. I mean, well, I suppose football clubs operate as businesses, I suppose. But I think it'd be great if they kept like 1 to 10% of the club, and the rest they sold, like the rest of the shares or equity they sold to others. Like I think it'd be great if the P.I.F earn a certain share, maybe 30% or so. I think is what they were looking into. Maybe even 20, 25, or even 30 or even 40% could be owned by the P.I.F. And then other companies like again, maybe the local council could own a share, or politicians, or again fans could own like 5 or 10% or whatever of the club, and then Fortress or Bain Capital or other companies that were looking into invest could own like 5 or 10% or whatever they felt was the right amount, or depending on how much money they put in. And like it'd be great to see loads of different shareholders, and even like Fortune 500 companies, or even really big, huge companies. I'd love to see like companies like Microsoft getting involved in football, soccer, or whatever you want to call it, and like companies saying, talking about their 5 to 10 year plans as well, which I think is important. Like seeing trophies, not just those companies making money and not reinvesting into the club. So I think it'd be great if they had like a campaign say, can you make what they will do to make Italian football great again, like return it to the glory days and compete with the EPL, English Premier League, especially at the moment, as La Liga was going quite well, but it looks like financially they're struggling, so they're probably going to lose lots of great players. But yeah, so I think it'd be great to see loads of big companies, maybe even like companies like Microsoft or Cascade Investments, which is like Bill Gates' investment company, or Berkshire Hathaway, or again, maybe even some of the fans could have shares, or even councils or politicians, although that would be difficult because like they could either have shares in AC Milan or Inter Milan. But yeah, so I think it'd be great if it was like companies like Fortress, Fortune 500 companies, Bain Capital, and others, including the P.I.F, having shares in the company. So as ever, I'd love to hear what you think. I'm sorry if I was waffling too much. I hope I made at least some sense and had some interesting ideas. I know they're probably a bit dream driven of me, and a bit outlandish or a bit out there. But anyway, as ever, I'd love to hear what you think, especially football fans, and in particular perhaps Inter Milan fans or whatnot. But anyway, as ever, anyone is welcome to comment. And again, I mentioned in like kind of the beginning of the video about how I have this strange thing where I support all Italian teams as well, Celtic, and whereas an AC Milan fan probably wouldn't want to see investment into Inter, but I would love to see investment into all Italian clubs, including AC and Inter, even though they're rivals, and even Juventus. I'd love to see Juventus invest like billions into their football team as well, and other all different Italian teams investing as much as they can, and wealthy owners coming in buying shares in Italian clubs, and again talking about how they're going to what their 5 to 10 year plan would be to return the clubs back to their glory days. Maybe they could do. Obviously, they're going to want something in return, like their PR or whatever. Anyway, I am out. Peace out.